Hi everyone, welcome to my home. This is Hither Mann here. I am a Forex trader, an educator, an author, and international speaker. And these tips I'm going to give you will help you build your level of success in any field, whether you're in a 9 to 5, in a business, if you're working from home already, if you're not even doing anything and you're in between. Okay, so let's begin. And in fact, first of all, we have to say hi to my little baby, Cokes. My little yummy baby has helped me put together these tips for you. So he's going to be in the background, just trying to enjoy himself while I do talk to you. So anyway, let's get started. So rule number 1 is your personality is far more important than any academics you've ever achieved in life. So what does that mean? Well, quite frankly, I don't care what grades you've got or what university you've been to or how fly an academic student you've been in your life. We don't care about that, do we, Coco? Because what's more important is your personality. Let's imagine you go to an interview or you're trying to impress anyone in life who's going to be helping you move forward, or you need to be part of a venture. Then quite frankly, you need to have a personality that's far bigger and far more important than grades. Unless of course you're Mark Zuckerberg, which in my opinion has zero personality but is one of the most successful people in this planet. So you can, unless you do something like a Facebook or you're a techie guy, the only people that get away with zero personality are those tech people who literally just are nerds, but then they're absolute geniuses and they do create some fantastic things which require zero input from anybody else because they're onto something big. So unless you're a tech person, you have no excuse to have zero personality, because you really need that in your life. You can't get very far in life with no personality. Second tip of the day, don't chase the money alone, which means yes, money is important, but don't pick careers or paths just for, oh my God, it's going to make me X amount of money and I hate it, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's kind of what I did when I became an optician. I hated my life because I just went for a career that made a lot of money. And to be honest, it was relatively good money, but nowhere near as good as stuff that I did when I loved it, such as property and Forex, which I followed on after I gave up being an optician. So I would recommend you find something you enjoy over just the money alone, because you'll never be good at it. When you love something and you found something you're passionate about, you will make more money than ever. Not because you focus on the money, because you're focusing on the process. You're in love with the process bigger than anything else, and that's what creates the money on the byproduct side. So it's a byproduct of what you love and who you become in that process. That's really, really important. It's probably one of my biggest rules ever. So please put that into practice in whatever you're doing. Next rule for me is learn to reinvent yourself. What does that mean? Well, for example, when I was at school or growing up through education, I was a very quiet, introverted kid. Maybe that's what you are right now, or even in the jobs you currently have. You haven't got the personality. You're a little bit more meek. And maybe that's something that's holding you back. So what I did is, when I started a new chapter in my life, i.e. through university and after university, and particularly when I went into property and Forex, I thought, okay, this is where I can become whoever I want to be, because I'm leaving behind the old me and becoming the new me, which is going to be much more confident, much more certain, a lot more bold in their decisions, and it really shows in everything you do. How to reinvent yourself. In fact, do this every 3 to 4 years of your life, because this is a natural phase of upgrading your life. If you're the same person from the age of 20 to the age of 40, you've just wasted 20 years of your life. It's something I say a lot. Next, do not be afraid of change. This is very, very important. And maybe you currently feel that your identity is given to you by the job you have. Now that's a dangerous place to be, because if you can't enjoy the change in direction in your life, you may never see the full potential you have. So I have seen the most successful people change careers or change direction very often. You know, they constantly are reinventing themselves, the last point I made, and in the process they're not scared of change. So it kind of goes hand in hand. Do not be afraid of change. So don't be afraid of saying, I don't want to do this anymore. It's not making me be the person I want to be. It's not fulfilling me. It's not making me happy. I did this personally with being an optician. I stopped being an optician because it didn't make me feel very fulfilled in life. It was very boring mentally. Second, I went into property. I got into property, loved it. Then even better, I changed to financial trading. So I've changed my career a few times, and then I've gone into education as well as financial trading, and it's fun. I'm loving the challenge. It's about the growth as an individual. Every step has made me a better, more sophisticated individual than the past. Okay, next is learn to use your intuition. Now, some people who are quite advanced spiritually will know what I mean when I say this, but other people may not fully get it. So what this means is go with your gut feeling. You know, when you've had a gut, we all got it. We've all got an intuition. Whether you choose to appreciate it or acknowledge it is up to you. But that gut feeling you have when you meet someone and you think, oh, you know, I've got a gut feeling I like this person, or I can trust this person. Or sometimes you get a gut feeling you don't trust that person. Or if I feel, no matter how good or how much money's on the table, if I haven't got a good feeling about this deal, I won't do it. Next, very important point is don't listen to family too much. Be careful the kind of advice you get. Be careful of the friends and family advice you get, unless you want to replicate their life in every way and form based on their successes, their weaknesses, etc. If you want to be your parents, then listen to them. If you don't want to be them, then be careful what kind of advice you take. Even when they say, oh, mom and dad always know best. Technically, they only know what they're limited with by knowledge or belief systems they've acquired over the years. So going against the grain is going to be the biggest thing you have to get to grips with. When your friends and family don't support you, it doesn't always mean that's because you're wrong. It means that you're onto something they don't understand. So you've got to be very, very strong-minded. There's no original thought in the mass herd mentality. So just be careful. If you're looking for a majority opinion to say, yes, you're onto a good thing, then that probably means you're not really doing something that unique. Or you're not really going through a breakthrough in your life, because the biggest breakthroughs come when there is so much resistance and there are so many people telling you that it's wrong, because they just don't get the concept. So if you're really successful, this is what separates the men from the boys, or successful from meek individuals. You just have to be solo. Go solo. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to give you the one tip that will really help cement all your decisions in life, because a lot of people are scared of making decisions, and you think, oh my God, have I done the right thing, or wrong thing, or whatever? And all the previous tips I've given you all require a level of decision making. So the last tip now is about being more confident. Build more self-confidence, because this will help make your decisions right. Rather than thinking, have I made the right decision? Learn to make that decision a right decision. This world, let's not forget, is run by human beings. So if you learn the art of human behavioral psychology, you are onto a winner, because that's all we need to know. People run this world, and you are one of those people. So stop taking yourself out of the game. Stop intimidating yourself or letting other people intimidate you. You have got all the skill set that you need to be successful. You've just got to find it, dig deep, find it, put it into practice, and stop giving up so easily. Build that self-confidence and learn about human behavioral psychology. The best thing I can ever tell you. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for you. I'll have plenty more videos coming up. If you've got any requests, contact me through Facebook or LinkedIn. I'll leave my links below so you can do that, or Twitter, either one. So lots of love. Hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye.